Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel and a very Merry Christmas. So today I'm going to show you how we can draw this jingle bell using oil pastel, and I have used a little bit of different techniques out here, and I'll tell you why I have used those. Okay, those are very actually common and popular techniques. Okay, so without further ado, let's get to the tutorial.
So first of all we are going to draw the circle of the jingle bell. Okay, so for that I used a stencil, you can say. I used my, the masking tape, the ring of the masking tape. So you can use compass or anything as well, or you can draw it by hand as well. Now I have to create the basic shapes properly. Okay, here the shape is, I would say, a bit important because the background is white. It's not that white background creates problem. You can always create sharp lines, like you can see out here how I create sharp lines, but with pure oil pastel as well it is possible to create sharp lines. Okay, so now I'm using red and I'm just going to fill up the entire area. Okay, actually I have used very little colors out here, some red, some dark brown, black and green, light green and dark green, and obviously some white, and that's it. So see, I filled out the area, bottom area. Now remember there is a ring in between. Okay, so leaving that area, I am now moving on to the top portion. So now I'm using my color pencil to do the border, or the the outlines, or the areas outline of the structures. So here I am using dark brown. I used a very cheap color pencil. The oil pastel which I am using out here is Dom's oil pastel, and the paper which I am using out here is handmade paper. If the paper is of high GSM or rough, color pencil works nicely. So see, I'm filling out some of the portion with black, and then just to create those defined lines or sharp lines I'll be using my pencil. Again I'm using my Staedtler 8B extra dark pencil only. By the way, some of the colors, the layering which I am doing, I am using my oil pastel heating technique. So in case you don't know the oil pastel heating technique, I'll give the link in the I button. So as an overview, you can say heating technique is very simple. All you have to do is heat the oil pastel in a candle or in any heat source, and then you have to just let it cool down a little. Just blow over the oil pastel a little and it will cool down, and then apply it. That way you will get richer color and you'll get good layering, and you can create one layer over another very easily actually, because it makes the oil pastel bit softer. Now see, I applied some white, and now I am creating the reflection on that area. So I'm using those earbuds to do those areas. You have already seen this technique in lot of other channels, in lot of other videos, like the oil pastel is being blended with the help of earbuds. Why I decided to use it out here? You won't see me using it. If the drawing is big, okay, I end up blending it with fingertips only. But the fine areas, you can do very nicely with earbuds, because it's a the you can use it as a tip to reach out those areas where blending with fingers is very difficult. So remember, I gave dark brown first, but then I again applied some red over it. Okay, but that's the main reason being that the sphere or the jingle bell is actually made of red. So even if the border area or even if the ring area is under the shadows, we will only get darker version of red. The color will not change entirely. You have to keep these small things in mind, okay? So in lot of my drawings, when I am creating a new structure or something which I haven't drawn before, I don't have much idea like how I can approach that structure. So in that case, instead of leaving that area or leaving the entire drawing, you have to keep on experimenting, okay? Like see here, I'm experimenting actually. You see me using my pencil to create some borders, then I'm applying the color all over again, some dark brown, then I blended it. Still, the effect which I was hoping, I wasn't getting it, okay? But as I was experimenting like how I can get to that shape, ultimately I used some black, and then I got the idea what I can do to bring out that rough nature of that area. So I just experimented to find out, okay? You should experiment rather than following any technique blindly. You should try out your own techniques as well. When you know the medium properly, like what kind of medium you are using and what are its characteristics, like how it behaves on paper or how it might behave on various paper, you have lot of options, then you can just play with it. Here also the leaf is very small, okay, and I have to create not only shadows but some reflection as well. See, the light is falling from a particular direction, so it will create reflection in a particular direction on all the objects. You have to remember that. Always put the reflection and shadows according to the source of light, or whenever we shade, we generally shade in a way like one area is lighter shaded, another one is darker shaded. So in case of multiple objects, follow that trend. Here I am putting some reflections. See, I use my white pen to give the reflection on the rim of the jingle bell, and then I decided to put some reflections on those bottom portions. One has the reflection on the right side, another one has the reflection on the left side. That's because of the ray of light which is falling. Considering the rays which are falling in a direction, the right one will get little bit of reflection in both the areas, but the left one, which is far away, much more further away from the ray of light, it will get the reflection on just the left side of the line. So these small things might seem very unnecessary or very minute things, but these minute things make the drawing look realistic. So first of all, I'm putting some small dots of red. Then I decided I used my color pencil again to define those lines. So here I am defining the lines or the outers, or I am giving the proper structure or the rounded structure using this color pencil. Remember, this is a very cheap color pencil. It's not leaving too much layer actually. It's almost like it's spreading the oil pastel to the edges to create the sharp lines. Now see, I'm applying some black. These will be the bottom portions where the light has reached the least. Okay. Now I'm blending them as well to create those circular structures. Once done, I'll put reflections on it as well. Remember the zigzag nature, okay, that is more likely to be in an actual fruit or actual berries or anything like that. So maintain that zigzag nature. That will give a very 3D effect. So see, as soon as I am putting the reflections over there, those things are starting to pop up. They are looking like they are 3D things. Still, it's not over actually. We'll add more details. How? Remember, there will be always gap between two spherical structures or three spherical structures. So the central portion or the gap between three spherical structures will have a particular kind of a triangle type of thing. So if you can show those minute areas, the structure is bound to look separated from one another, and putting the shadows and reflection will make them separate or individual, even in a group, individuals in a group. After that, I'm just going to give some strokes using my dark green, just long strokes, and then some black to show the just dark portions. Once this is done, I'll just give some final touches. I'll see just if I have missed out some reflections, I'll put them. And here at the bottom, I'm putting a very light shadow of the jingle bell. That might not be very much visible out here in the video, but you'll be able to see it in the photo on the actual finished piece. So this was the end of the tutorial. If you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to press the bell notification. And very Merry Christmas. Until next time. Goodbye.